I have a question, Stuart.
Yes.
Can you speak about how Kundalini meditation can transform our external realities?
Can you repeat that?
Can you speak about how Kundalini meditation transforms our external realities?
Yeah, of course. I speak about this all the time. Look, what you see external to yourself in the objective world is a reflection of yourself. And you identify with what you are ready to identify with inside yourself. And the whole purpose of Kundalini meditation is building a chakra system that's strong enough to transform all the negative energy inside you into something that is life-giving. As that energy gets transformed, it becomes chi, it becomes an open heart, it becomes a quiet mind, it becomes the ability to look out at the world with love, with compassion, with kindness. It means the way you see the world changes. You're not, seeing the world from a state of insecurity. You're not seeing the world from a state of being a victim or being guilty for the things you've done in the past. You're seeing the world with an open heart, and all of that stuff has been transformed, excuse me, into Shakti, into energy. It means that the whole inner life that you have undergoes a major transformation. You change. And as you change, the world around you changes. You see a different world. I don't see the world like I saw it when I was 25 years old. And the very thought of going back to seeing the world that way makes me work even deeper on myself. I don't want to return to that state of being. And the reason I see a different world is because I've changed in so. My whole inner life has gotten so expansive that it really can function with forgiveness, with love, with caring, and then you get that in return from people. So that's the purpose of Kundalini meditation. It's to turn you into a child of God with the ability to forgive, to love, to detach yourself from all of those things that people hang on to in their past. The guilt, the fear, the insecurity, the victim, being a victim of life is one of the big ones. And discovering all life is a mirror image of yourself. I mean, there are wars that go on in each and every one of us. There's a little spiritual malnutrition in each and every human being that exists in the world. It's in the objective world as a reminder that we have to change. It's a mirror of ourselves. And as we change, we see the world differently. We interact with the world differently. We're no longer afraid to function in this world. And not being afraid to function in this world on a high level with love, with compassion, with caring, kindness, you work out your karma. You get free of your karma. The opposite prolongs karma for thousands of lifetimes if necessary. So Kundalini, the purpose of it is to change people that do it. Now, this is not easy because people get into habits of living with their insecurity. And they find some kind of security in being insecure. And if you want to, with deep insecurity and neurosis and anxiety, you don't have to function in the world. You have a reason why you can hide out in your little cocoon and not go out there and function in the world. Once you get free of that stuff, suddenly life becomes, a whole different expression of creativity. It's true. People, look, when I was a kid, I was very, disturbed young man when I was a kid, and I used to use it as a way of hiding out from life. And then, after I met Rudy, he literally forced me, by that building. I've told you that story 1,000 times. You know, it forced me to learn about and not to be, never mind learn about life, not to be afraid of life, not to be afraid of taking big responsibility on my shoulders, not to be afraid of using the meditation to go to a higher source of energy in the universe, to get the strength to be able to deal with the things, the obligations that I had as a human being. Changed me, transformed me. I hope that's clear, because I don't know how to make it any clearer. This meditation is about that. It's about transformation, change. I mean, I wrote this book, Tantra, and everybody relates Tantra to, eroticism and sexual stuff and et cetera. But it's really not that. Tantra is about transformation. That's really what it's about. Does anyone else have a question they would like to ask? And just to put an addendum to it, you can use this meditation to do what I'm talking about. The development of a chakra system, a strong chakra system, enables a human being to undergo major transformation of themselves. And then there's no excuse, because everybody has chakras, everybody has a mind, everybody has breath. Very few people know how to use the mind and the breath to develop the chakra system. So mostly it's just intellectual stuff that people talk about. But if you know how to use the mind and the breath to develop the chakra system, an extraordinary gift. And once the chakra system gets developed, the whole chemistry of a human being changes. It's kind of wonderful, It's a wonderful way to live. You're not angry at people, you're not a perfectionist walking around judging everybody. You're doing it wrong, you're in the wrong politics, you're in the wrong religion, you're in the wrong this. It's life. It's a wonderful song that I think the Beatles used to sing, Let It Be. When I heard that song, I saw a great movie, called Across the Universe, a wonderful movie. And they sing that song they have gospel people singing it. And it really touched me very deeply, because it's true. Let it be. Nobody has the right to sit in judgment of anybody else. Let it be. It's God's world, not our world. We're a bunch of tourists. It's God's world. We're given the opportunity to work out karma, to become spiritually enlightened. That's why the soul comes here. Takes on the form of a body. And then there's money and this and power and both and greed and, you know, your racial, your color, your religion, your this, your all this stuff. It does nothing but make everybody crazy. Who's right and who's wrong? And the incredible thing is, everybody who's wrong thinks they're right. And everybody who's right, you know, everybody else thinks they're wrong, so it's all stupid, Does anyone else have a question they would like? Okay, if there are no more questions. Oh, I just have an announcement. My birthday retreat is booked up. So if you had plans to attend, and you still want to attend, we can put you on a waiting. There's always one or two people that drop out, so you can be on a waiting list if you truly want to come. You're booked. Does anyone else have a question? I would like to ask. Okay, thank you. God bless you all. You know what's really important to me? Each and every person that comes here brings a unique and individual self. And I think that's extraordinary because that presence of uniqueness forces me to work in a depth that I wouldn't ordinarily have to work because everybody's different. And I just am so grateful for that. I don't want to look out at a bunch of clones sitting here, a bunch of Stuarts. I'd be the first one to leave this group. So that it's amazing to me that I can come. There's 20 people sitting here. Each is unique and wonderful because they're unique. Okay, thank you. God bless you all. We'll have meditation on Wednesday. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody.
Thank you, Stuart.
Thank you.
Yeah. Good night.
God bless you.